name is Tony White. My major is nursing, and I went on the Iceland study abroad in 2019.
Hi, my name is Jonah Cedar. I study sustainability and biodiversity, and I went on the Iceland trip in the summer of 2019.
So I wanted to study abroad because I love to travel, and I love having a trip to look forward. It kind of gets me through school. It gives me something to be excited about. And I also chose the Iceland trip because of the geological formations in Iceland and all of the outdoor activities they were offering. I would definitely say that attending class in Iceland was more fun, and I was more excited to go to class in the morning. And we had a lot of really cool guest speakers to talk about sustainability within Iceland. And it was just really interesting to hear how their country is incorporating things that America doesn't do.
We did an activity where our theme for that class period was about land ethics. And so Terry wanted us to do an activity where we went outside at our university campus of Polar University in Iceland, which was in the middle of this mountain valley. And she wanted us to go outside and kind of separate from everybody else and sit somewhere that really inspired us in the landscape and just take some time to observe our surroundings and observe where there might be physical lines in the landscapes, like the difference between where the road is and then where the field would start, or where the field is and where the mountains would start. And I think what was so cool about this is you could sit and experience the senses of Iceland too, which are very different. You know, it had very clean, crisp air, and we especially saw that the first day we were there because Iceland is a very foggy place. And when it all cleared, we saw the distinction between like the fog and the mountain. And then everything cleared, and we realized we were like within the mountains, which is one of the coolest things I've ever experienced.
I think the most surprising thing was the entire different culture shock. The food was different, it was prepared differently, and there was a much more community-based interaction. So we actually got to go see a glacier in person, and we could see the glaciers calving and pieces falling off and drifting out to the ocean. And I mean, that's something you only read about or see on documentaries, and it was really cool. And we also got to see the geothermal energy because all the pools are heated by geothermal energy, and you can see the steam coming out from the rocks. So that was so cool to experience. My favorite part of the trip was definitely all the hiking that we did, all the outdoor activities. We went boating, we went whale watching, I was rock climbing. That was everything that I love to do.
My favorite part of the Iceland trip was definitely the people. I had a friend who I made on the Iceland trip named Sydney, and we were in a class here at IUSB together for an entire semester prior to the Iceland trip and never said a word to each other, and then realized on the Iceland trip that we were like the best of friends.
One of my favorite memories from the trip was we were boating to an island miles off of the coast, and I was just getting drenched with the ocean waves. We were looking for whales and puffins, and when we got to the island, it was just massive. And I led the whole class hiking like vertically straight up. It was awesome.
From the Iceland trip, I gained the same thing I gained from anywhere I travel abroad, which is perspective and a new sense of purpose for my own mission in life.
I gained appreciation and further knowledge on sustainable practices, along with just knowing what there is in another country that I probably will never get to visit again. It was absolutely beautiful, and that's not a place I would have gotten to travel on my own or been able to afford without the collective planning of everybody from IU.
So I would direct students a few different places for scholarships for study abroad. The first is the university. The university has plenty of great study abroad scholarships that, surprisingly enough, not enough students tend to utilize. As far as scholarships outside of the college, I think the best ones to go to are the Boren Awards database. That has a lot of great study abroad scholarships. The Benjamin A. Gilman Scholarship, which is a single scholarship. It's still a really good option for study abroad. And then gooverseas.com/scholarships. When I went on the Iceland trip, there was an option to make payments along the way, and those payments would extend past when the Iceland trip started and ended. So if you want to go on the trip, but you know you're going to have a hard time paying, understand that you can continue to pay even after the Iceland trip is over.
I would tell students absolutely do this because chances are you're never going to go on a trip this much in detail.
So if studying abroad is something that you want to do, definitely do it because you're going to meet people that make you wonder, where have these people been all my life? You're at an incredible time in your life where you have nothing to lose and literally everything to gain. So take advantage of it while you have the chance because you won't regret it.